preparing to live stream. You should all get a message.
Yep, got it.
Cool. And here we are. So, all right. I'm going to click out of that and then share my screen. So here we go. Oops. Welcome, everybody. Can you see that little bear? Preparing to live stream. All right, hold on. I'll get a message. Now I got to close out my YouTube. Oh my gosh. And here we are. So, all right. There we go. Okay. So welcome, everybody. We are here on a Friday night, on a Friday evening, Friday afternoon, wherever you are. It's the We Believe in Workshops, Comics Workshop. I like that. We Believe in Workshops, Comics Workshop. Okay. Anyway, you're at the Sequential Artists Workshop. Thanks for joining us. It's SAW. We're a nonprofit, 501c3 nonprofit. We have lots of courses at learn.sawcomics.org. That's our website. I'll post all this stuff in the chat too, along with eJoy's handles and stuff. What do we have for you? We have some things happening. Saturdays, we have Drawing Health with Georgia Weber. We just sold out of the romance comics, so I can't do anything about that except put that sold out sign there. Next week in this spot, we have Matt Madden. He's going to do something called Obstacle Course. It's going to be pretty fun, variety of different things in order to make a comic. Lots of instructions. And we're soft launching our sustaining member donations page. So I'll talk about that a tiny bit, but a lot more next week, probably. What else? So share what you do tonight on social media with the hashtag Friday Night Comics. And we are at Comics Workshop. You can also run over to members.sawcomics.org. That'll be in the chat too, and share there. We survive from tuitions and donations. So thank you to anyone who donated for this evening's workshop or any of the workshops. It helps us pay eJoy and pay everybody here and the place running. You can donate there. And all this will be in the chat. I got to change this slide. It's too much. Too much. It's too dense. And there, I'll talk more about we're getting up and running a membership program where you can donate on a monthly basis. Talk about that later. Please, no inappropriate speech or imagery. Keep it PG-13, please. Thank you. And enjoy. I think, is that my last one? No. Oh my God. I love eJoy's comics so much. Look at these great cartoons. So I'm so glad that that she's here to share getting through the storm. I'm gonna stop sharing. Did I do it? Yep. I'm gonna re-spotlight eJoy. Actually, you're spotlighted. So eJoy, I'm done.
Oh, okay, cool.
You can go. We're all listening. So, but no, seriously, thank you. And I was so glad to run into you in Chicago. And I was like, oh my God, I love your comics so much. And and I just love seeing them on Instagram and all that stuff. So I'm really glad you're here because I just think your comics are so full of life. So thank you.
Thanks. I guess I'll briefly show my face. Hey, how's it going? I don't know. Can you see me? The selfie thing on my phone is so I have to like hold it regularly. But yeah, my name is eJoy Mehr. I make comics, and today we're gonna make a mental health comic. Or basically, this is how to make a comic when you're feeling stressed out and overwhelmed. So I have a couple of tips, and we're gonna make a kit so that when you are stressed out or overwhelmed, you have a few tips so that you can make a real quick comic while you're dealing with that. So yeah. So there's the thingy, and I'm gonna show an example of what I'm talking about. I'm sad right now. I'm worried about thing. Maybe drink some water. Here's where I get mine. No, thanks. So like, that's an example of a comic, and like, it doesn't have to be good. And that's actually the #1 rule. And let me get that out right now. It doesn't have to be perfect. #1 rule, the only rule. Yeah, you're just trying to draw something when you're stressed out. And these are some tips to help you do that. So the main tip I have is make yourself an avatar that is easy to draw. And I'll do an example of the one that I use. So when I first started drawing, when I first started drawing comics, maybe like 5 years ago, this is how I drew myself. And it works, but sometimes I was like stressed out, overwhelmed. I have some mental health issues, depression and anxiety, and I wanted something easier. And also, I was drawing myself a lot, and I was like, I'm really sick of drawing all these freckles. So the 100th time turned into this, and that's how I draw myself now. So you can kind of see the difference. Like the roots of my badly dyed hair have been turned into like these things. And then like the spikes are a little different. I made the eyes bigger because I wanted to. Got rid of the eyelashes and eyebrows, and yeah, that's about it. So yeah, simplify. I would say just start drawing right now. Pick like 2 or 3 details. You can even draw like, let's say, let me get a piece of paper. Yes, I am a consummate professional. So let's say you start with a circle, and it's like, well, you might have another character that's a circle. Well, then you maybe give this character a big nose, give this character a small nose. And this character's thing is they have a flower growing out of their head. So that's how you tell them the difference. Yeah, so tips like that. Your goal is to get something that's really repeatable. So easy to draw equals less thinking equals good, because that means that you can draw it when your brain is kind of occupied with other things. The goal is fast, easy, and repeatable. So yeah, just draw something really quickly, maybe like, I don't know, 5 minutes will take it. Give them 2 or 3 details, make it unique to the character. And I'll put this example up again. Yeah. But really, there are no rules, and it doesn't have to be perfect. So just do whatever you want. These are just some of the things that make it easier for me. And
So are we drawing avatars?
Yes.
How much time do we have?
Let's do 5 minutes.
5 minutes, and we have to draw it 100 times?
No, just one time.
Okay.
Just play around.
Are we doing bodies? Bodies?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, of course.
Oh, sorry. I mean, like, yeah, do what you like. I can show how I draw my body too.
Let's see your body.
Okay, let's see that body. Of course, all the sheets of paper have been used up, but okay, so I'll draw myself. I have 3 fingers and a thumb, like a human does. And that's my boobs. Always just draw a W if you're ever in, that's anatomy 101. That's me. So really, it's not that involved, but you can, and it doesn't have to be a human avatar either. Sometimes I'm like, I'm a kitty cat.
Do you really draw yourself as a kitty cat sometimes?
No, mostly because this is how I draw kitty cats. Yeah. Let's see. What are some other things I can share while we're doing this? And I forgot to set a timer. I am so sorry, but
I think it's been about 2 minutes.
okay. How's everybody doing?
Is everybody drawing their avatars? You have any other tricks like boobs are a W and
Oh, yes. Boobs are a W. It's easier to draw 3 fingers and a thumb instead of 4 fingers and a thumb. So just do that, I suppose. What else? Yeah. So when you think about what you're drawing, think about the characters that you're going to interact with as well. Because like if you have 2 characters and they look the same, you know, you do have to do things to make them look different. This person has a boiling cyst.
I like the one who had a plant in her head.
Oh yeah. And then you can also use color, but I would not use color as your only thing to differentiate characters, because these are comics that you want to do when you are maybe not close to like your favorite art supplies. So maybe you want like, you know, other things, but yeah, you know, one could be red, one could be blue, and that could be another facet that you do. But really we're trying to do like the easiest possible thing.
All right.
So just one moment, I'm gonna get another sheet of paper. I always forget how much drawing I do on these things. And then when I come back, we'll maybe think we'll talk about what do you do once you have your little avatar.
All right.
Oh, there's a notebook right here. Excellent. How many minutes do we have left?
I think we're done with the avatars.
Okay, awesome. So, okay, you've got your little person. He has one big ear. And that's your person or whatever. Now what I want you to do is take whatever character you did and draw them 1 or 2 more times just to practice repeating yourself. Because when you make a comic, you have to draw this character a lot. So you want them to be very, you know, something easy to draw. And especially like this is something that you're going to be drawing when you're stressed out. So like I drew this dude. Let's see if I can draw him again. And again, doesn't have to be perfect. And the reason that we also did those 2 details or 3 details of the big nose, the curly hair, and the ear is because you're probably not going to be able to draw it perfectly every time. And so these are just really easy things like, you know, I mean, these characters don't really look the same, but like, let's say if I drew my normal one and then drew them again, like they're not exactly the same, but you can see that they, like you can tell they're the same person. I mean, obviously add a face. Although right now they look like the twins from The Shining, so. And yeah, I also recommend having a notebook with you, like just a really small one. Because that way, I mean, just, you know, you never know when you're in a stressful situation. You can just have one of those little, I don't have one with me, but you know what they look like. They're like this. And they say like mead, but I don't know if we can say brand names. So I'm going to say like meal. You know, they look like that and they have like 50 sheets or something and they fit into your purse or they fit into your jean jacket or something like that. So, you know, just like a little notebook, because again, I'm drawing with Sharpies and all that. You don't have to draw yourself, but like it should be something that represents you. As for the avatars, like you could do like a little snail, but like how are you going to tell it from all the other snails? Yeah, baby. So yeah, what we're doing right now is just taking a few minutes to same amount of time to draw your character 2 more times. Yeah. There we go. I finally do the circly eyes.
I like how the girl in the box looks like she's like maybe a pillow. Like her face is on a pillow.
Oh yeah, they're taking a nap, you know. Oh, or maybe they're those novelty pillows. Yeah.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
Yeah. And then this is getting real weird. I'm getting like twins and triplets. And you can take, if you finish early, you know, there's another thing you can do, and I was gonna get into this later, but it seems like a good idea now. If you're stuck or like you finish early, or you're just like, let's say this is like in a situation where you would be stressed or overwhelmed, like, and you're like, I can't even think, I can't even talk, like, what am I going to do? The power of repetitive marks, I feel, is very soothing. Like you can do so many, but some people get stressed out by this too, because, you know, but again, if you are just like, it doesn't have to be perfect, it's a little more fun. And this is just to keep your pen moving. So that you have something to do with your hand. I feel that it's always a good idea, like, be moving a part of your body. Like, you know, they always say go take a walk or something, but I don't know, maybe it's winter, you don't want to take a walk. That's why I like to draw, because it's like my hand is moving and my hand is taking a walk. And just like when you're taking a walk, kind of like the feelings come out on the paper, and just something about it is very, it's almost like they're flowing out of your hand onto the paper. And it just, this is how I deal with stressful situations, is I draw about them and I write. So yeah.
You ever add textures to your characters that way?
Yes, although sometimes, like, well, yeah, let's talk about these two guys. Maybe he has a striped shirt. Maybe he has polka dots. My mom dresses me. Poor guy. He's got a bow tie and a top hat. Yeah. So, yeah, you can definitely do that. Because repetitive lines also add texture to whatever you end up drawing, both in terms of makes it more visually appealing and it helps your hand. So, let's say this is your person or whatever, your avatar. And you're like, I can't think of what they're going to say. Maybe draw a tree and just start filling it in. Oh, thank you, Betsy. Nature finds freckles calming. Well, that's good, because I have a lot of them. So, yeah. And I'm a big believer of, yeah, just write whatever you feel down. I mean, maybe not, you know, within reason, you know, but like, if you get an idea, you don't have to separate the drawing from the writing. I mean, it's comics. So like, let's see. you know, like I drew this guy and I was like, oh, I bet he looks like his mom dresses him. So I just drew like him saying that. You know, I'm happy I ate nachos. And again, doesn't have to be perfect. I would not redraw things. Yeah, just kind of like, you're the point of this whole exercise is not really to make like a good comic. You're just kind of trying to draw through the storm, I think is what the tagline that I came up with said. And it's just, you're trying to keep your mind occupied when you're in a bad place and you're not doing well. Like you're trying to draw instead of doing something else, or you're trying to draw because you can't think of what to do. That's what I mean by drawing through the storm. And another thing is you can stop whenever you want to. You don't even have to finish. Like you can just be like, oh yeah, you know, this is all like this is all I need to do. I'm feeling better. I'm gonna go outside, take a walk, and eat some nachos. How's everybody doing? Do we need some more minutes? Does anybody want to share what they've got so far? Or do we do the sharing at the end?
Yeah, let's make a comic. Share at the end.
Yeah, all right. Are people ready to make a comic?
I'm sure they are.
Okay, awesome. So I think we're gonna go with like just a 4-panel today because that's the easiest format. You can draw your panels however you want to. If you are very lazy like me, you can just do this. And then it's like, there you go. You know, you can draw like, you know, things. And then if you want to, you can certainly draw panels like this, like the normal way. These are the panels, and this is like gutters. That's the space in between the panels. And also, I would say you don't need to use a ruler because, again, are you really going to be like, are you going to necessarily have a ruler on you? I mean, at some point you don't have all, you don't have like an entire workshop with you. So this is just like quick and dirty. So like, let's say you're ready to make your comic. What do you write? What are they going to say? What's even happening? I have a tip that my creative writing teacher told me once. I believe her name was Carolyn. And what she said was, if you're ever stuck, you should write, I am feeling blank. Or no, she said, here I am feeling blank. So let's draw like your little person. They're talking. You're stressed out. You're like, what am I going to say? It's like, here I am feeling I guess I'll just do sad again because that one's easy. But yeah, that's a really good one to get you started because it makes you think about where you are in the present and what you're feeling right now. And that can kind of connect you to, you know, making the bridge between your hand drawing and the feelings that are in your head. So you draw your person, maybe you draw the outline first, and then you draw, for me, like the eyes and the mouth are the last things that I do, because sometimes I don't know how they're going to feel until I write what they're like doing. So just easy tips. You can draw eyes like this. You can draw eyes like this. You can draw, you know, however you want to draw eyes. You can do like just the tops of the eyes, and that's still a thing. Like this is the person right there. This is an alligator now. Sorry. Not sorry, it's an alligator.
Not sorry. What about the guy with the big part of his head? Are we going to see that character?
The guy with the lump on his head?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that could be this guy.
Yeah, I couldn't tell if it was a lump or an ear.
Oh, yes. I believe it was supposed to be an ear, and then I improvised that it wasn't. So yeah, here I am feeling sad, and like I guess Godzilla's there, and also a faceless square, or a square with a face. So yeah, that's a good tip for how to start. And then a lot of times in panel 2, you're going to elaborate on that idea. So like we saw earlier, like I'm worried about thing, you know, and I drew this person way out of whack, but we're just going to go with it because you know, it doesn't have to be perfect. You're just doing whatever. So, okay, you've got the hair, you've got the big old lump. And this is just like a flexible reality. It's the same person. Why not? You know, and then maybe you're like, oh, I better add another thing. So S for sad, and maybe his name is Sam.
A crazy cartoon character. I love that.
Yeah, it's pretty nuts. So it's like, here I am feeling sad. Well, elaborate on that. You know, why are you feeling sad? It's like, my bills are overdue. And then, you know, now that you've drawn that, what can you do to draw that kind of illustrates that? So maybe he's holding, that looks like a dog, but it's really his hand. There's that other finger. Maybe he's holding a wallet, and there's a fly coming out. Oh boy, that's not good. We're gonna pretend that this is just a rock that happened. And we're gonna draw his hand over here. And that's more of a wallet. And sometimes, honestly, if I don't know how to draw something, I just like make an arrow, and they do happen sometimes. Rocks happen. And then, yeah, you just draw an arrow, and it's like, money? No money. And, you know, always try to think of like the simplest way that you can express something. Because I was going to write nothing and then have it pointing to the wallet. But then I thought, oh, I can have the money symbol and then the no symbol. And I mean, you know, what doesn't have money? A wallet can. So, and yeah, rocks are a great solution for when you mess up. I always call it like the Pee Wee Herman principle. I meant to do that. It's like, yeah, that's a rock. I totally had rocks. You know, he's just hanging out and he's got rocks. So like that's panel 2. You explain your feelings that you said in panel 1, or a statement that you made in panel 1. Then you say why you're sad or whatever. Then you do like, you know, some details like an empty wallet. And you can use shorthand to explain things. Also, a good way to make an empty wallet is like, I was trying to draw this before, but I messed it up. Like this is a fly. It's just like a black blob and then 2 circles, and that's a fly. And you kind of draw them crazily with a little dot like Billy from Family Circus. And now, I don't know, I'm not entirely sure if that worked, but I think it was fun. So, and I know what it is. So, and again, it's like, you're not in class, you're not getting graded. This is just like you're making a comic. And if you want to draw a realistic empty wallet or a realistic fly, you know, there's ways to do that too. But anyways, so we're going to go on to panel 3. We explained what we said something. We explained what it was. Now in panel 3, we usually have a counterpoint.
Oh,
How are we doing on time?
great.
Okay, so this is where a side character, like, you know, like in Disney cartoons, they always have a sidekick. This is where like I would add like a sidekick, or maybe like, you know, like if we had this guy over there, maybe his friend, the guy whose mom dresses him, comes in, or like maybe this slug comes in. Maybe this guy with like a golf hat or whatever the heck that is comes in. But for me, I like to draw a cat, and this is a really easy way to draw a cat. You draw the letter M and then 2 circles for the eyes, and then 2 lines for the whiskers and a dot for the nose. And that's how you draw a kitty cat. Oh, I mean, my drawings are not pretty either. You know, this is not a beauty contest. So yeah. So anyways, what does the kitty think about this? So you've got what you think and, you know, how you feel. What would someone else say? And this is also a good exercise when you're like stuck in a mode of thinking, like you're just sad and you can't think about anything else but that you're sad. It's like, what would my friend Jeff say? What would this sentient cat that I just drew say, you know, for an example. But like, okay, so then you draw the cat saying something. And what would a cat say about a wallet being empty? This is where you might have to think. But while you're thinking, you can draw some lines. Maybe you go to a panel you've already drawn and you're like, I want to draw another rock. So you can do hatching, which is just drawing straight lines. And then that makes more things going on in the panel. And then you can also do cross hatching, which is like this. And if you want to make it 3-dimensional, you kind of, I don't know, like, actually, you know what, scratch that. I don't have the technical things for how to do cross hatching right now, but this kind of looks like a guy. So I'm going to, turn it into a rock. Although really now it looks like a dolphin. So I don't know, but I'm not going to draw it as a dolphin because that's just going to make it weird. And I mean, weird is good, but I don't want to have to explain all this weird stuff. So, okay, the cat. What is the cat thinking about the wallet? And I guess the point I was making was just, if you don't know what to do, just draw a rock. I'm sorry. Yeah, so the cat says, my bills are overdue. I have an idea. Because you want to set something up also in panel 4. Because panel 4 is going to be either a punchline or like some kind of heartwarming thing, or it's going to be some kind of ending. So you want to set something up if you can. Otherwise, you want to keep this conversation going that you've already established. So it's like, I'm feeling sad, my bills are overdue. The plot thickens when this says, I have an idea. But you could also have the cat say something else. The cat could say, maybe you should, should move to Tibet. And then the fourth panel, if you said that, it would be like them in Tibet, and it's like, the gas man can't find us here, but you know, and that's the end of your comic. And you can also, this is another good idea, like if you have other things that you're trying to test out, like maybe you want to practice drawing a rock because you have been looking at your rocks and you're like, those do not look like rocks. Or you want to try out other punchlines and like other things. It's a really good idea to, if you're in a rush and you're sloppy like me, just do it on the same sheet. But you can also have what I call like a dummy sheet of paper. Like, let me put the phone down for just a second. Like, so you have your regular thing where you have this beautiful masterpiece, and just pretend that this stuff isn't here. But then you have a piece of paper next to it where it's like, where am I going to test out all these, you know, how am I going to test out how to draw flies? And how to draw a fly is kind of like, you draw this and then you try to draw it again, but with like dots. I think that's kind of a fun tip. And then you test out punchlines if you want to do comedy, or you can test out, cats are always out of money. They're notoriously cheap. So, or no, spendthrift. I don't know. You can test out punchlines. You can maybe, if you don't know what to do, you can just, and if you've already filled out all the rocks that you can possibly draw, you can draw some more rocks on here. Just, I think it's a good idea to always have your pencil moving. I believe like Linda Berry said that. Yeah, and also just like I'm so sorry. Yeah, please just draw while you're listening to this. And anyways, so the cat is saying, I have an idea, and I'm like, question mark? Or I'm not the person, but Lumpy Head is. And you do the things that you've already set up, which is he has a lump. He's got a t-shirt and the shirt says S on it. What? He also asks. So like, just to reiterate, it's like how, you know, you can start out with a feeling, elaborate on it. And then kind of the third panel is where you play with that and you decide, how do I want to twist this idea? And then the pièce de résistance, or whatever the heck. Now what? What does the cat have an idea for? And first we're going to draw the cat to kind of make this very dramatic. I accidentally drew the cat's eyes going in two different directions. So I decided just now that the cat's going to say something pretty crazy. And the cat's going to say, I'm going to draw some more dots to just be like, what's going on? The cat's going to say, TNT. And the guy is like not expecting this. So he died. Old Lumpy Head died, or he's very surprised or something. The X's for eyes are a good way to be dead, but they're also a good way to just be surprised. And then if you want to have the hands up, facial expressions are good, obviously, for acting, but hands are also a really good way to have acting. So yeah, that's what you do in the last panel. And you write your initials, or you write end. And maybe his like lump is throbbing a little bit. And you write that throb. You can just write sound effects that are literally like what the thing means. Like, I don't know what the sound of a lump throbbing is, so I'm just going to write throb. Like, maybe somebody falls down or they're walking. It's kind of funny to just be like, walk, and it's like, what are you doing? But it's like, it's my comic, I can do whatever I want. And I mean, I think it's funny to have silly sound effects like that, or like, you can also have like, maybe you should move to Tibet. Wise. I'm a big fan of just random words. So yeah, I don't know how we're doing on time, but like, I think we should just draw. I think. What do you think, Tom?
Well, I think it's almost time to share, actually. We probably got
Oh
people
yeah, let's share.
ready to go. But I want to know, so this helps us get through the storm, right? It helps us like just not get caught up in bad loops or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then, but then I have another question, because you're really active on Instagram and you share these. So would you just like click, take a bunch of pictures and put it on Instagram? Or is that sometimes you don't, sometimes you do? Do you have a mental health sort of take on that?
Well, if someone else is in my comics, like a lot of times it's just me talking to my cats. But if someone else is in my comics, I always try to run it by them first. Unless it's like a stranger, that was like mean to me. And it's like, today a stranger was mean to me. It's like, how am I going to track them down? But if it's like, today I talked to my mom and blah, 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 I think it's a good idea to run it by that person possibly. Although your mileage may vary. It's more if if the other person is like maybe going to be hurt, or the comic's going to reveal something about them, it's a good idea. But yeah, mostly I just take pictures and I go click, click, click with my camera. I adjust the settings, like I do the contrast really high and try to turn up the brightness. Sometimes I like it with just the saturation all the way down, because then if there's like a warm light, it gets rid of that warmth. And kind of makes it more black and white and stark, which if you're not working with color is nice. So yeah, I post my things pretty much as soon as I draw them. But if you're in a really heated mood, like this right here, this is very silly. It's very inconsequential. But if you have something heavy going on, I think you should take a picture of it and then maybe wait for an hour, maybe wait for a day. Yeah, so that's how I feel about that. Do you have any other questions, or?
No, that was my main one. You're just very, like, social media stresses some people out. So I wanted to know how you felt about it mostly.
I think if you're worried about that kind of stuff, it is a really good idea to maybe, like, my name is Mehr and I don't use my first name. I mean, sometimes I use my first name, but I mean, I just kind of like going by a pseudonym. But you could have your name be something completely off the wall, so that if you're worried about, people finding you, like.
I think people are worried about the opposite. I think they're worried about not being found.
Oh, well then don't listen to me, but you can be like silly hair 66, silly goose.
So while you finish that up, if that's okay, I'll invite people to raise their hands and share if they have something they want to share.
Oh yeah, I'm totally done.
So. And meanwhile, you have a question. Somebody asks, do you ever make drafts of your comics, or do you just do it like you just showed us?
That is a good question. Almost everybody does pencils instead of just going straight to ink in comics, I would say. But the thing about that is like, for these kind of comics, it's not a good idea to pencil, because then you're like adding another step and you're adding more thinking. And these kinds of comics are the things that you want to make with as little thought as possible. But if you have a comic where you're like, I have a script, I want to write out what I'm saying beforehand, then maybe it would be a good idea to pencil. I think it's a really good idea to try lots of different ways, because you don't know what necessarily works for you. And also to try things that you might at first be like, that's stupid, but like, maybe it is stupid, but maybe it's not stupid. And you wouldn't have known that if you hadn't tried it.
I agree. All right. So enjoy. We are going to, I'm taking a photo of mine to put on Instagram. I'm super excited.
Yay.
Okay. Yeah, and then I'll change spotlights and you can cheer on some of the people that are sharing. How's that sound?
Sweet. Sounds good. So should I turn my video off?
I'll leave it on.
Okay.
Let's see. So we're going to go to Lynn, Allison, and Christina, and Umi. Here's Lynn.
Hi. It's a quickie, but it's 4 panels. And so here I am. What does it say? I can barely see it. I'm feeling lost. And it's, well, I can find some narrative. I can find some narrative here out of thin air. Didn't know what to draw. It's like,
Nice.
Surely. And then here's my husband telling me, are you kidding? You're trying to make a comic while you're cooking dinner? Truth, that's why my video wasn't on. I'm like, oops, busted.
Nice.
All right, yeah. I can't figure out how to hold
Awesome,
this. You
Lynn.
can see it, yeah.
Thanks.
That's it. Thank you.
All right, we'll go to Allison next, then Christina. Let's see. There we go. Hi.
Lower hand.
Hi. Okay. So I'll just
Is that a
get
Sailor
right into it.
Moon sweater?
This is my comic. So I'm a teacher, and yesterday was a particularly stressful day for me, so I thought I would draw that out. This is me in my first panel. The problem is that it's 2 hours until the end of the school day, and the Department of Water and Power has had to turn off the power for the whole neighborhood that my school is in, so the lights are completely off in my classroom. And I'm not sure what to do with my students to keep them engaged for the remaining 2 or so hours of our school day. Then here, in the third panel, I remember that I had an art activity planned, and even though I can't connect to the internet on my laptop, I still have songs on my phone that I can use to play and have the kids draw what they feel when they listen to the music. And with that, plus a couple of other activities like Hangman, my students and I are able to get through the day without going too crazy. But yeah, that was my stressful moment, and it was fun drawing out the problem and solution. And it was fun creating little avatars.
What? Don't come in. That one is enough. That's
Oh.
funny.
I have to mute somebody, and I think I just accidentally muted Allison again. Sorry, that happens sometimes. Yeah, come back,
Okay,
Allison.
so there we go. Yeah, that was my story. And yeah, this was a lot of fun. Thank you for letting me share.
That's awesome. And I love your sweater. Is that Sailor Moon?
Oh, yeah, it is.
Yes, I love Sailor Moon.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks so much, Allison. Awesome. All right, we'll go to Christina next.
Okay, so I had the day off of work today because it's Veterans Day, and I also work at a school. And I woke up at like 4 a.m. with a blinding sinus headache, which usually happens when like the storm front comes through with the barometric pressure. So I'm feeling sinusy. Here I am feeling sinusy because the weather is all over the place. But the Fuzz doesn't seem to notice. That's my little dog. And so I'm going to listen to Fuzz and just chill.
Nice. I really like your character with the curly
Thank
hair.
you. Yeah, that came really quick.
Yeah,
Because I don't like drawing myself,
oh, okay.
but you know,
But it looks cool.
just hoodie, sweatshirt, nice and shapeless, like me. You know?
Right on. Sweatpants are where it's at.
Yep.
Awesome, Christina. Thank you. I love that last panel. Okay, we're gonna go to Umi next, and then Molly, then Lizzie.
Hi, so I did this. I don't know if you can see it. And this is, whoa. So in the first panel, I say, here I am feeling sad. I'm on train with a lot of people who look like broccoli. And I'm not happy with the school. So I don't feel like, yeah, so I adopted flies in your comic, but there's no poop or no nature in school classroom. So I don't know. And adjusting to group chatter as a half deaf takes too much out of me after 2.5 years of quarantine. So this is my, how do you call it? Semicircular canals, listening to all the chatters and having trouble. And my cat says, so I have a cat. Oh, just meditate on your fart. So I'm in the bathtub and listening to my bubbles. This is what I do. Thank you. It was really good. It was really good. Thank you.
Oh, thanks. I really liked that last panel.
Amazing, Umi. Thank you. We'll go to Molly next. Let's see. Here we go.
Hi y'all. So I did this on my iPad, so I'm gonna try to think I can read it and show you. So this was my little monster I drew as me today. I normally draw someone that looks a lot like me, but I thought I'd draw a little monster today. I'm lonely today, but I don't want to go anywhere. There's a little ring picks up hello. They ask I want to FaceTime and watch Love is Blind. And then little me is so happy, she throws the phone up in the air and forgot to answer. Person's like, hello, Molly.
Nice. I love being on the phone with people and just like not doing anything, like, but you're doing something like watching TV or cooking or something.
Reality TV over FaceTime was a major pandemic hack. I recommend it with friends.
Nice.
Thanks so much, Molly. Okay, we'll go to Lizzie next, then JD, then Kate.
Hello. Let's see if I can
Oh, it's kind of spotty, the internet.
my camera around.
Oh, those are really cute.
Is it okay? Can you see?
It's a little blurry to me.
I did a lot of mini comics. I don't want to draw. I drank all my coconut water. I don't have good internet. Where's my energy? Keep messing up, waiting to feel better. Then I did these comics.
Oh, wow. You did a ton of comics.
Here I am. This was great. Like, I love that you were like, just keep your pencil moving. It was really sweet.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I don't know if it's working. Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Was good. We have like a storm coming through right now and mental health is low. So I was like, this is the perfect meeting.
Oh, that's so cool.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Lizzie.
Mhm.
We'll go to JD next.
Hey, everybody.
Hi, JD.
Hey,
Okay,
JD.
so I always work digitally, and I also do like each panel on its own canvas. So I'll just go through them real quick. But here I am feeling tired, lazy. I stress myself out so easily, mostly about things I can't control. And then the television's talking about climate change, COVID, recession, etc. Then my dog comes up, my basset hound, and he says, "Hey, just remember, no matter what, you've always fed me." And then last panel, I say, "Hey, that's right. Maybe you could start pulling your own weight. Go draw some panel borders."
Nice. Yeah, get the dog to work for you.
Yeah.
Love that, JD. Awesome.
Yeah, that's
Mhm.
awesome. I like your comics as well. It's cool to see you on camera.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, it's so awesome. You got to do this presentation. Great job.
Thank you.
Yay, Love Fest. Okay, we'll go to Kate next, and then Jacob, then Darren. And let's see. There we go.
Okay. My first one, can't sleep, worry and regret. My mind won't stop racing. Can't forget to, it's too late now. Why did I say that? I should have. And then the cat purring loudly. Good idea. I could just breathe in, breathe out, count my breaths, breathe in, breathe out. And I would never wear glasses to bed, but that was how I was drawing the avatar, so I could not draw the glasses.
That's awesome. Like, yeah, the zen of kitties.
Awesome, Kate. Thanks so much. Okay, we're gonna go to Jacob, Darren, Betsy. Let's see. There we go.
So I did 8. Is that mirrored?
We can see it.
All right, so it says, I think it's mirrored, is it?
No, it's
I
good.
can read it.
Okay. So it says, here I am feeling nothing. I'm not hungry, but full is a feeling. That's me eating. And then I think it says, I feel fat. It's me sitting by a bed. Then this is me daydreaming about going on a hike. So I want to go on a hike. And then this is me laying down. And then this is me looking at TikTok for 4 hours about thinking.
Too real.
Thanks.
Awesome, Jacob. Thanks. Like how it took eight panels to get to that 4 hours of TikTok. Okay, Darren, you made it. Let's see. There you go.
Oh wow, that's like very detailed and well drawn. Are you at the Mall of America?
He's muted. Can't hear
I
him.
think you're on mute.
He's not on mute. Not sure what's up.
Maybe the sound just isn't on.
Yeah. But we like those.
I think if you want to do more with those, you should post it and then I can repost it for people.
That'll be awesome. And I'm going to put that back in the chat right now, where to post. Yeah, thanks, Darren. We'll go to Betsy next.
Hey, I unmuted myself.
All right.
Here I am feeling sad because I messed up my legs real bad. Sorry, hang on. My drawings aren't perfect, and even though that's okay, it's not really okay, but it should be. Making origami here. Okay. Now feeling better because I like my shirt. Okay, so you really can't have too much of a good thing. Don't really like the whole outfit.
Just like going all out with the texture. I like that.
Thank you.
Thanks, Betsy. Take care of yourself. We'll go to Dana next, then Nina, then Kathy.
Hey, let's see if you can see that. Here I am feeling anxious. The end of the year is approaching fast. What did I do? Did I do enough? And my dog Waffle says, I know what you mean. Every day felt perfect to me, a dog. So could it have been even more perfect? More treats? More toys? Wait, What's a year again?
That's good.
Thank
I like your dog shirt too.
Oh, thank you.
A lot of pets today. Thanks, Dana. Okay, we're gonna go to Nina.
Okay, this was great. Thank you so much, eJoy. You know, it's funny. I started off just because of my hair, drawing myself as a poodle, and then I decided not to do that. But on the 4 panel, this is me feeling unfocused, and so I'm thinking about all these stupid things. Well, not stupid, but picture book projects, graphic memoir, cookbook, Thanksgiving, reorganizing the garage, and what was the other one? Oh, chores. Yeah, chores. So then my cat Marley, she's a Siberian, just says, and a lot of people have done the pet thing, which is great. She just says, what about me? And I will always focus on you, to the cat. So that's mine.
Nice. That's all they want anyways. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Just intense focus on them all the time. Thanks, Nina. Okay, we're gonna go to Kathy.
Here we go. Well, I started with where I am tonight. So here I am feeling content, pretty content. I'm with my FNC friends. And then I've been worried about work. I made a mistake. I'm going to lose this client. My career is over. I will die poor. Over here, client engagement blew up. And the pets. In panel 3 come the pets. I think Kathy has lost all perspective. You think? My companions had some opinions. Let's make her focus on us. Totally worked.
Yes. That's great.
Thank you.
So, yeah.
Awesome, Kathy. Thank you.
Really helpful.
Focusing on the pets helps us get through the storm. Okay, I'm gonna go to John.
Hey.
Hello. So, can anyone hear me?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, so this is my comic. I did. Tomorrow is garbage day. I must not forget this time too. Next day. Oh no, I overslept. Rain. Where else am I going to put all these dead bodies?
Nice.
Flies and stuff like that. So. I mean, it's really relatable, you know, just everyday experience and stuff like that. So.
Yeah, you know, it's like, who hasn't had that problem before? Awesome.
Awesome, John. Really beautiful drawings too. Thank you so much. All right, going to Susan.
Hey, Tom, can I share my screen?
Yes, give me a second to set that up.
I'll try it that way tonight.
Only for VIPs, y'all. There we go. Try it.
Okay. This is great, eJoy. I'm loving people's simply drawn comics. So I'm nervous. I'm going to be out in public with a lot of people at one after another and another and another thing. More things than I do in person in a month. Crowds, a schedule, people, more people, weather, driving, more people, virtual friends, strangers. The podcast says, so coach yourself in the third person. It makes a difference. I can't talk to myself in the third person. That's stupid. But I have my tough glasses on. You can do it. You can take breaks. You can tap your thumbs. Sure, Susan, conjure up a bird and have them talk you down.
That's awesome.
Wow. So you're doing a lot, huh, Susan?
I'm going to the Charles Schultz Centennial tomorrow with Jeannie.
Oh my God, I'm jealous.
Yeah.
Amazing. All right. Have fun and stay, keep that bird by your side, I guess. Okay, we're gonna go to Marlene next.
Yeah, hi everybody. Thank you so much. for the wonderful comic workshop today. I have a very special friend, and it just so happens that she is going to be a bird in my comic. I'm wearing my hairband, and I'm feeling very sad over here. So when I'm sad, I hunch up, and sometimes I cry. And this time I'm crying because someone hacked my online account and stole
Oh, no.
$500. And so I was feeling really, really bad about it, like one does. And next panel shows where I'm lying on my back, and you can see my laptop over there. And I'm looking at the laptop with a mobile phone in my hand, still wearing the garland of flowers to help me along when these stressed moments come up. And I'm saying, guess what happened to me? Someone hacked my account and took $500. Then this panel I moved to over here. She is Maisie, an avatar bird that I created because she loves her animal, her bird, and they get on really well. And so the bird says, well, don't stress, dear, because my inherited amount is coming through from my mom. She bequeathed $100 million to me. Well, that's just made up. It wasn't that much, but I thought I'll just add on a few more digits. So she's sitting in a tree, as you can see, telling me that maybe she could help out. And then finally, the resolution, she says, my drone is on its way. My gift is coming your way. In the parcel is $5 million, a plane ticket to Costa Rica for you. Join me at the airport.
Nice.
So yeah, I thank you for, sort of prompting us to do drawing when we feel stressed. I get stressed myself. And now that I've got my characters, I'm going to stick to myself with the hairband and my friend being the bird. And we'll just continue with our journey. Thank you so much.
That's really cool. I'm so happy to hear that. And I'm sorry to hear about the hacking.
Yeah, thank you very much. I did get hacked, and it's not a very pleasant experience, but I do know that PayPal honors their word, and they normally refund the amount that one loses. So thank you, everyone.
Oh, good.
Thanks, Marlene. All right, we'll go to Chris next, then Naomi, then Aleph. Here's Chris.
All right, mine's fairly literal and unimaginative and with some inside jokes about neural networks, but it did the trick of making me feel better. And I'm starting out like Dana did. I'm sitting here feeling anxious. I have to give a talk on recurrent neural networks. What am I going to say? And then the cat says, dude, you've been writing about this subject for 2 years. This is a repeating theme. And then I say, oh, you're right. I'm well trained. It's all going to work out. And then the cat's purring.
Oh, cool.
You inspired.
You used the little M.
Yeah, it was perfect. It was great. Thanks.
Thanks, Chris. And yeah, Ejoy, you inspired a lot of cat drawings. Let's go to
I think
Naomi.
animals are important for stress relief too. So I think it makes sense.
Well, I don't have a cat. I have a pool. And this is today, actually. I went swimming today because I wanted to wash away so much. When I got out, I felt much better, but still outraged because my hair was still short, still. Fell out when I had chemo. I just want to get better. I wasn't concerned about my hair. And fourth panel, it picks up into short curls when it dries. Not better yet, drip. Thanks, Pool.
I like it. It's honest. And what was your experience drawing it?
It was quick because it just happened. And the second panel, I'm driving. I don't know if that's clear.
Oh yeah, I can see it. Awesome.
I like that little steering wheel.
Oh wait, your
Thanks.
plants go global. I know you. Hey.
I know you. Thanks, Joy.
Thanks for coming.
Yeah, thanks for
Yay.
being. Yeah,
More
thank you.
connections. Thanks so much, Naomi. Okay, we will go to Aleph, who I have a feeling might be still working.
So I had a meeting with my department chair this week, which kind of stuck with me. So, let's see. And this is my avatar. Okay, this is my avatar. Here I am dreaming big. And then I'm really feeling good about it. I have a creative awakening. I dream big. And then I talked to my department chair. He says, that's your personal research. It doesn't fit our department's vision. It wouldn't help with our rankings, blah, blah, blah. I said, okay, I guess. Well, here I am still dreaming big. What advice would E-Joy's cat give?
Yes. What would my cat say? Probably to take a nap. But I really like that. All the colors, those are so good. And just like the avatar is, was that paint or?
No, it's just collage. I cut it out from a magazine.
Oh, that's awesome.
Thank you.
Super
This was
awesome.
great. Thanks so much.
Aleph, it's so nice to see you.
Same here.
Okay, we'll see you soon. Okay, I'm gonna go to Cheryl next and then Mishka. And don't stop dreaming big. Okay, let's see, here we go.
This is what my daughter did. I can't. Here I am feeling hungry. Yeah, can you read it?
I can read it. You want me to read it?
Yeah,
Or-
that'd be great.
Sure, it says, here I am feeling hungry. What's for dinner? Actually, I can't read all on the bottom of the third panel. It's kind of cut off.
What did it say? So something like, I don't know. Don't you normally eat after violin?
And then I said annoying daylight saving.
That's great. I love it.
Thank you.
I like how she gets more colorful as the panels go on. We love family visits. Thank you, Cheryl.
Thank you.
Okay, we're gonna go to Mishka next.
I feel your pain with that light. So mine is, oh wait, I was gonna show you that. It's vertical like this, but oh, you can't see it because I have a background. But I broke it up into two parts. So here I am, I feel unmoored, so far from every shore, and then go down. I felt lost once and wished for a friend. A turtle swam next to me for a few minutes. Who's my turtle now? I may have told that story before. A turtle showed me where to go.
That's really beautiful. Like both in colors and like just the text, you know?
Thank you. I wanted to say too, Naomi, I was thinking that ours connected with the water.
Nice connection. Thanks, Mishka.
You're welcome. Thanks. Thanks, Tom. Thanks, you guys.
Okay, we're gonna go Dio next. Let's see.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yep. Hang on.
Yeah,
Oh,
perfect.
wait. Oh, you lowered your hand.
Oh, sorry.
When you do that.
Raise it.
Oh, wait, I got, thanks. There we go. Hang on.
There we go.
All right.
Okay, perfect. So, I hope you can see this. It should like adjust soon. There we go. So I drew my avatar. Here I am feeling tired. I haven't been able to sleep. And then as CJ said, I just made up a character. I was like, why do you need to sleep? You're not real, doofus. And then my avatar gets mad and says, what's real enough for you? And visual effects slaps this rude person.
Nice.
Yeah. There we go.
Awesome.
wow.
Thanks so much.
Getting meta.
All right. Thanks so much. Gonna go to Max next. Let's see. There we go.
Ready? Joey's gonna go first. Holding up pencils.
Okay, it is. Here I am feeling sad. They all the popcorn.
And go up.
Boring. What? I don't like popcorn. Dot dot dot.
That's Joey's. So, and then here's mine. Says here I am feeling overwhelmed. This is inspired by work most of the time. And then people keep doing terrible things. Then I have to clean up the mess. And then this is my spouse comes in and says, "You're doing good work, but you should take a break." And I said, "You're right." And she thinks I know. And then I says, "I'm going to read a cool queer book."
Nice.
That's a pretty, like, so quick because it's such a usual situation. Thanks for sharing. This is great.
Thank you so much. I love the sassy dog, and I love your avatar with the bun on top. Or the hairstyle. Yeah.
Yeah, me too. I like that.
Thanks.
All right. All right. We'll go to, thanks, Max and Joey. We'll go to Ken, Sammy, and D. Michael.
Hello, this is my first time here. Hi, everybody. So here's mine. See that okay? So this is me. This is my experience this morning trying to get motivated. So we've got, oh, it's backwards to me here. So we've got, I should go for a swim, but I'm so unmotivated. And then, okay, what's the next step? And I'm like, I just need to put on one sock. Success. Okay, next step. That's it.
Nice.
That's how I got
It's
to
like-
the pool. Still took
it's
a
like
while.
Right on. It's like you're going out the door with one sock on and you're like, success. You know?
You're getting a lot of love in the chat on that one, Ken. Very relatable, I think.
All right, thank you.
Thanks so much. We'll go to Sammy and D and Michael, and I think that'll be it. Here we go. Hi, Sammy.
Hi. So I have while in an awesome comic class, I got a crazy message. Your sleep study resulted in a diagnosis of a severe sleep apnea. What the hey, this is no bueno. So I did a Google search, lose weight, don't sleep on your back, avoid alcohol before bed. Oh, I guess it's time to go on a diet. Arg, I hate diets. Did you say you hate diets? Whoa, who are you? I'm the fat fairy. I hate diets too. But the doc wants me to wear a CPAP machine. CPAP schmeepap. Just eat more cookies. Eat more? Yes, eat more. Eat this baggie of cookies. Oh, crap. That bag of cookies looks so good. What do I do? I ate the cookies. Burp. I fell asleep. I died.
Oh,
Sorry.
man. That's great.
Sammy, you're rocking it. Thanks so much. Get some rest. Okay, we'll go to ND and then Michael, and then I think that'll be it.
Hi, can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
Okay. As PG as 13 as I can make it. Can you see this or is this reversed?
We can see it.
Okay. So it's reversed for me, so I have to look weird. So here I am. We started out as you suggested, and I said feeling like an alligator. I've been thinking about Boy when he was young. Moon Age Daydream is on repeat in my head. And my daughter sang at a talent show last night, sounding so much like Sade that it made me think she might be a well-known singer at some point. it was unintentional. It was just outstanding. And not just saying that because I'm her dad. So Boy and Sade got through the fame, but Me Too is not for nothing. And Taylor Swift had to sue a DJ for touching her ass. So it's a big concern. It actually became more stressful as I did this comic.
Oh no.
It's okay. Needed to think through it all. So thanks.
Yeah, some heavy processing going on. Future and present processing. Thanks, Cindy. Okay, Michael, you're our last. Let me know if you want
read
us
it,
to
Tom?
read it. I'll read it,
Ooh.
sure. Yeah, that's good. Drawing through the storm. Here I am feeling sad. Why? Because that's my default state. And then he's got his thumb in his mouth. Blah, blah, blah. I feel lost and hopeless, and I'm growing old fast. 3 underlines. Wait, no, 2 underlines. hold it right there. I live in constant fear that I'm just a couple of bad days away from another nervous breakdown and a one-way ticket to the loony bin. Okay, scroll up or move up. Up, another pet. Hold on, Dad. Don't panic. Not to bright side you. I hadn't heard that as a verb. But what if, now hear me out. Wait for it. Ready? Okay, what's Final Four? What if you never left the loony bin and the last 11 years have been a psychotic hallucination? Doesn't that cheer you up, Dad? Huh? Now let's go on and crap on some grass.
Oh my God. That took a turn. That's great.
Like how that dog's got explaining hands and like just normal sort of thumbs and fingers. Wow. Well, thanks, Michael. Usually I call on Jamie at this hour, but I think she's in the ER, so it's probably inappropriate to do that. But so I'm going to put eJoy back on Spotlight. There you are. Hey, eJoy.
Hey.
Thanks so much.
Yeah, thank you all so much. There were so many good comics today. These are my comics. That's what they look like.
And we can get them on your website, which I'll put in the chat one more time.
Yep. And then here's my Instagram and website if anybody needs it.
Also going into the chat, but
yes.
Thanks so much. I think you really helped us sort of like in the chat. A lot of people were like, this is really freeing. It's like it's fun how loose this is. And I really am feeling kind of carefree, but I'm also making comics. It feels really good. So I think you did your job.
Oh, I'm so glad. I was like, oh, what if everyone hates it? But like, no. That's how it is. So
it's awesome. And we love you. We loved seeing you turn things into rocks and turn letters into cats and all that. So yeah. So usually we tell people to come on off mic and or off mute and say thank you, and then we'll just sign off and say good night.
Thank you. Love your comments.
Thank you.
Bye.
Love
Thank you
it.
so much.
It's too late.
So much.
Thank you.
So good.
you.
I hear
So
Jamie
good.
asking
Thank
if
you.
it's too late.
Oh no.
Thank
is it
you.
too
Have a
late?
good night.
Wait, I hear Jamie. It's me. I'm still.
Jamie's
They
here.
kicked me out of the ER, and
We're still recording.
they kicked me out of the ER. See, I'm in the parking lot, and they were like, "Get out! We have an ambulance coming in." There, of course, the second I finished drawing my ugly shit, they take my mom up to the room, like a real room, and they go, "It's after visiting hours, so you're out of luck." So, but hold on, if I can participate, look at my red horrible face.
Let's
from
do
the
it.
coffee.
eJoy, is that okay?
Go, Jamie.
Yeah,
Go.
of course. Okay, eJoy.
Yeah.
Of course. Right, thanks. I look terrible, but okay. So here I
You
tried
look
to.
cute, Jamie.
It
can only happen to Jamie.
Don't lie. Stop lying, you guys. Okay, so I did. So it was like, here I am feeling sad, and then it was like, contemplating mortality and family, and then that was me like passed out after my mom was up all night the night before I kind of called the ambulance. And you never want to call an ambulance. You're just like, and she was like, "I'll kill you. I don't want to go back there again." And I'm like, "Well, I got to do it. You look like you're going to die." So anyway, I did. And then it was me sleeping the next night, like the sleep of the dead. And then, so they admitted her, and it was like, oh boy, here we go. So that's me being sad again. Hold on. I was drawing it in my lap, and they gave me the markers, and I mean the colored pencils, and I feel really bad because
some kid might eat them, so I might return them tomorrow. But that's me feeling sad, obviously. Duh, I'm sad because she's back in the joint. And then that's all the things that are wrong with her that made me sad. But then add a new character. So today when we tried to come visit her, the ER was on lockdown because there was a criminal inside and there were armed guards. So right next to her was the criminal with the armed guards. And I thought, well, at least the ER is never boring, because then when the criminal left, then twins were there and they would not stop screaming. So she's had an entertaining time. And thank you for letting me come in the last minute. And also, it's Leonardo DiCaprio's birthday. And I wrote a great song about him that no one cares about. So I'm hoping you'll let me share it on the network, because I always thought I would try to get it on the radio and no one cares. So maybe you guys will, and I'll post it with my pictures later. Thank you for having me. It was a really great time. And the nurses gave me the colored pencils because they thought you guys were cool, because you're so cool. Okay.
Oh,
Don't get out of there.
Wow,
way to
thank
go,
you so much
Jamie.
for sharing. And I
Thank
know
you. Thank you for letting me. I'm sorry. I had to learn the whole iPhone to get the Zoom on there, and then it dumped me out when I went around the security. And then, here we are. There's the ambulance and all that good shit. But she's doing better, and at least she's got a room now. And happy birthday, Leo. And I love Saw. Okay, good night, and thanks so much for a great class. Bye.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
It's our celebrity.
Wow.
Oh,
Now we're
she's
done.
That was different.
Okay, for real, bye.
Thanks,
Thank
Joy.
you
That
so
was really
much.
great. Loved it.
Thank you so much.
On that
Joyce.
note,
This was
everyone.
Thank
fun.
you.
Good night, everyone.
Thank you,
I had
Tom.
a great
Thank you,
time.
Tom.
You're also awesome.
Hi, thank you.
Thanks.
Happy
Should I?
Veterans Day.
Happy Veterans Day. Happy Leonardo DiCaprio's birthday.